Bob Ross, the soft-spoken painter with the iconic afro, was known for his calming landscapes, but what if there was a darker story hidden within his tranquil masterpieces? Bob Ross, the man, the myth, the legend, known for his soothing voice and happy little trees, has been a staple in the art world for decades. His calming landscapes and serene scenes have been a source of comfort for many, a quiet escape from the turmoil of the world. Ross's paintings, filled with gentle whispers of wind through the pines, the quiet lapping of lake waters, and the peaceful tranquility of mountain vistas, have captivated millions across the globe. But what if there was more to these serene landscapes than meets the eye? What if the tranquil scenes we've come to know and love were cloaking a darker truth? A truth so shocking, it may forever alter our perception of this beloved painter. Today we peel back the layers of paint to reveal an unsettling theory that has been circulating in the darker corners of the internet. A theory that suggests each of Ross's peaceful landscapes might actually be the depiction of a real-life crime scene. And even more disturbing, that Ross himself may have been an accomplice to these alleged crimes. Yes, you heard it right. The theory proposes that the very trees and streams Ross painted with such affection could be cryptic representations of crime scenes, each brushstroke a coded message. The serene landscapes might not be just products of Ross's imagination but rather chilling catalogs of crime scenes, a visual diary of the nefarious deeds he was allegedly involved in. Now, before you scoff or dismiss this as another internet hoax, let's take a moment to consider the possibility. Could our beloved Bob Ross, the man who taught us there are no mistakes, only happy accidents, be involved in something far more sinister than we could have ever imagined? So could America's favorite television painter be involved in something sinister? Let's delve deeper into this eerie theory. The theory suggests that every one of Ross's paintings is in fact a portrayal of a murder site. What's more, Ross himself was not just an innocent artist, but an accomplice to these crimes. Sounds outrageous, doesn't it? But let's delve deeper into this mind-bending theory. Imagine this: a serene landscape, a tranquil forest, a peaceful cabin by a lake. These are the images often portrayed in Ross's paintings. But there's a twist. A fictitious study conducted at the renowned Art Institute of Vienna discovered hidden patterns in Ross's paintings, patterns that could allude to actual crime scenes. Furthermore, a fictional statement by Dr. Remy Vale, a top criminal psychologist, suggests that there's a possibility that Ross's paintings could indeed be coded messages. These elements add a layer of mystery, don't they? Now let's explore more. Each of Ross's paintings, as per the theory, is like a cryptic message. Each element, the lonely cabin, the quiet forest, the calm river, holding a secret, a clue to a crime. They are not mere landscapes but pieces of a puzzle, waiting to be decoded. However, theories are just theories until proven. So, you must be wondering, is there any concrete evidence that supports this bizarre theory? Is there anything that can turn this speculation into a chilling reality? Well, hold on to your seats because we're about to dive into the evidence. But theories are just theories without evidence. So what evidence is there to support this strange notion? There are several pieces of evidence that believers of this theory point to. Let's take a closer look at some of Ross's paintings. First up we have Campfire, a seemingly idyllic woodland scene. But theorists posit that the campfire isn't just a campfire, it's a signal, a beacon if you will, for the perpetrators to rendezvous after the deed is done. The isolated location, the cover of darkness, it all seems so convenient, doesn't it? Then there's Secluded Bridge, an innocent landscape painting you might think. But the theorists beg to differ. They argue that the bridge is a metaphor for the journey from life to death, a gateway to the other side. The foggy surroundings are said to represent the murky details surrounding the supposed crimes, while the solitary figure on the bridge might be a nod to the lonely path of a criminal accomplice. And who could forget Mountain Retreat, a beautiful cabin nestled between the mountains and a serene lake. But the theorists see something different. They suggest the cabin represents a hidden place, a retreat where one might lay low after committing a heinous act. The mountains and the lake? A natural fortress providing protection and concealment. Finally, there's Evening's Glow, a stunning sunset over a tranquil lake. But is it really just that? Theorists suggest that the setting sun symbolizes the end of a life, the final glow before darkness takes over. The calm lake, a quiet burial site perhaps. These paintings and many more are the alleged evidence that theorists use to support their claims. They see hidden meanings in the brushstrokes, the colors, the placement of objects. In the world of conspiracy theories, nothing is as it seems. However, while these points may seem compelling, it's crucial to remember that they are interpretations, and not hard facts. Of course, not everyone is convinced by this theory. Many argue that these interpretations are far-fetched, and that Ross was simply a peaceful artist. Let's talk about some of the counter-arguments. First and foremost, critics point out that there is a lack of concrete evidence. The interpretations of the paintings are highly subjective and rely heavily on imagination and speculation. For instance, the blood-red sunsets could just as easily be viewed as a simple artistic choice rather than a sinister sign. Moreover, some observers argue that the supposed clues in the paintings are just coincidental. They believe that any connections made between the landscapes and real-world crime scenes are purely accidental. This argument is backed by the fact that Ross created over 1,000 paintings during his career, increasing the likelihood that some would bear a resemblance to various locations around the world. Skeptics also point to Ross's peaceful and serene demeanor. They argue that the man who once said, "We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents," could hardly be part of anything so malevolent. Ross was known for his love of nature and wildlife, often rescuing injured animals and nursing them back to health. This, critics say, is hardly the behavior of a man involved in illicit activities. Furthermore, Ross's background as a military man is often cited as a reason to dispel these theories. Having served in the United States Air Force, Ross was subjected to rigorous screenings and background checks. It seems unlikely that he would risk his reputation and career for a life of crime. Lastly, the timeline of the theory is called into question. Ross's series, The Joy of Painting, was filmed over a span of 11 years. Critics argue that it would be near impossible for Ross to be involved in such activities, while also maintaining his television career. So where does this leave us? Could Bob Ross really have been involved in something so sinister, or is this all just a wild conspiracy theory? Ultimately, the truth about Bob Ross and his paintings remains a mystery. The theory is intriguing, but without concrete evidence, it's just that, a theory. This mesmerizing journey has taken us through the thickets of speculation and the valleys of suspicion, all to land us in the realm of the unknown. Bob Ross, the soft-spoken painter with a love for happy little trees, has been posthumously implicated in a theory so wild, it would make even the most seasoned conspiracy theorists scratch their heads. We've delved into the heart of the theory that suggests that each of Ross's serene landscapes might have been the site of an unsolved crime. From tranquil lakes to snow-capped mountains, it's been suggested that these scenes hide a darker truth beneath their layers of paint. But as we've discovered, this theory is built on a foundation of conjecture and assumption, rather than on the bedrock of irrefutable evidence. Let's not forget the evidence we've examined. Mysterious shapes in the background, unexplained shadows, and odd color choices were all put forth as clues. Yet none of these hold up under scrutiny. They could easily be the product of Ross's artistic style or an active imagination. The lack of substantial proof leaves us with more questions than answers. The counter-arguments we've explored further cast doubt on this theory. Ross's calm demeanor, his dedication to teaching art, and his love for nature all seem at odds with the notion of him being an accomplice in something so sinister. But isn't that the allure of conspiracy theories? They take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. They make us question what we think we know, and ponder the possibilities. So, here we are at the end of our journey, no closer to the truth than when we started. The theory remains just that. A theory. It's a tantalizing tale spun from the threads of speculation, adding an unexpected layer of intrigue to Ross's peaceful landscapes. So next time you watch a Bob Ross painting come to life, remember, there might be more to those happy little trees than meets the eye.